My name is Hannah Duncan. I am a student at Yale Law School and I've been interning with TDAD.
My name is Israel Carranza, and over the summer I worked with the NDD unit, and I go to school at Gonzaga University School of Law.
I'm Hana Yamahiro. I am a Rising 3L at NYU in New York City, and I was at the ACA division this summer with DPD.
My name is Tori Sullivan-Lavoie. I am a Rising 3L at Seattle University School of Law. I have been here with the Department of Public Defense doing my internship for I think 7 or 8 weeks now. Coming into it, I think the one thing I didn't really have as much of a grasp on was the behind the scenes of public defense. So you get to read case law when you're in school, and you sometimes get to hear about day-to-day things that attorneys do, but there's a lot of little things that you don't know until you're on the job.
The most meaningful to me were the interactions that I had with the attorneys. I felt like I gained so much by working alongside with them and just being able to see how their minds work and the projects that I was able to engage with them in.
There were 2 experiences that were most meaningful for me this summer. The first was the opportunity to work on pretrial motions for a client, and I think being able to learn about the pretrial process and how important it is to explore every avenue for relief and for suppression was incredibly impactful for me, and it was a privilege to work with this client. The second experience was the opportunity to work on the Youth Right to Counsel ordinance and to hear from the members of the community during the public comment session how important this ordinance was. And it was truly a privilege to work for a public defender's office whose advocacy was so aligned with what the community needed, and particularly the most vulnerable members of the community. And that experience will stay with me for certainly the rest of law school, and then definitely as I begin my career.
I came to law school to be a public defender. I had worked previously as a paralegal in a federal defender office, and I knew that DPD would be the right internship for me because it has a reputation as a really great office. We got really extensive training the first week on the job, and I feel like law school didn't really prepare me in many ways to become a public defender, but this summer at DPD really gave me that substantive work, opportunities to speak with clients and opportunities to really work on their cases, to do research, to argue in court, and do hearings.
Before coming into this internship, I do have aspirations to become a public defender, and I think that after this experience, that desire has just been affirmed. I think that throughout law school, I hear a lot about being an advocate and how the client comes first, but being around the attorneys here at DPD has actually showed me that in action, where the client's goals are what comes first. Despite any work that has been put in to a trial, to a case, the client has the ultimate decision on what happens, and I think that seeing it in action was eye-opening to me.
I had no idea when I applied for this internship that I would have the opportunity to not only work directly with clients and to work in sort of an individual capacity as a public defender, but to be situated in an office that is involved in systemic advocacy to the degree that King County Public Defenders was an experience that surpassed all of my expectations.
I can't imagine graduating without having done this previously and kind of having the help that I've received over the course of the past couple of weeks.
I came into it already having aspirations of being a public defender, but working at this office this summer has shown me that I'm really 100% positive about that.
I would recommend this internship in a heartbeat. I would recommend it just in addition to the things that I talked about as far as just like the projects being substantive and giving me a lot of things to think about and learn. I felt like the staff and the attorneys at DPD were just so welcoming, and they truly made me feel like I was part of the team. And they did this despite me not being there physically, being there remotely. It was just amazing the work that was done that, from what I understand, was put together last minute. So if it was, I just think it's amazing.
Thank you so much to our 2020 summer interns for the dedication and hard work they've shown our clients over the course of this past summer. And thank you for the grace and flexibility that you've shown in accommodating a virtual summer internship program. We know that that's not what you wanted. You wanted the chance to stand up in court side by side with our clients, fighting for their rights. And we hope that you'll get an opportunity to do that for clients in the future. We welcome the applications of any current 2Ls and 3Ls who are interested in the challenging work of public defense and who are committed to standing next to our clients and fighting for them in the most challenging moments of their lives. Thank you very much.